really disappointed that we just did that live stream and like all the people like, hey guys, thanks for coming back. I'm all bummed now. I think I lost that stream and I'm not able to save it. I'm hoping that I can collect it back because that was some really good conversations that we had, you know. Just welcome Tropical Extracts to the group. So Dimitri, getting back to what I was saying like before when we got cut off, you know what I mean? I kind of forgot what I was saying, but I know it had to do with the farm and just like come down here, we'll put you to work. And, oh, that was it. We were talking about the process of the Seamoss. And so, yeah, like we don't just ship it in a box, slap it out of the ocean and throw it in a box. We have to harvest it, you know what I mean? And just the harvesting alone, that's like, to get 100 pounds, we have to harvest 1,000 pounds. Yes, Rick, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Enjoy your workout. And we'll definitely talk soon, man. So getting back to what I was saying, for every 100 pounds of Seamoss that's dried that you receive, that's 1,000 pounds of Seamoss wet that we had to take out of the ocean. And then we have to carry it from the ocean, right? Carry it out of the ocean onto the beach, you know, have it in sacks, carry these massive sacks from the beach to the road. And I mean, a lot of these farmers don't have cars, right? So they carry it on their backs. So imagine they're, you know, a whole family carrying stacks and stacks of Seamoss. They then have to go to the area that we have where we process it. Good morning. So they got to take those stacks, take it to the processing place. We clean it, and then they bleach it if they bleach it. And, you know, they got to take it and bleach it. And then from the sun bleach, they have to then dry it. And this takes a couple days. So they're all moving around these 1,000 pounds of Seamoss, you know what I mean? And some people are producing like a couple hundred Seamosses, a couple hundred pounds of Seamoss when they're doing this. So imagine they're really moving a couple thousand pounds. Like, these guys are fit, you know what I mean? And so it's a lot of work. You know, and that's why I have a lot of respect for these farmers and what they do, and here's the thing too, like, it's not always perfect for the Seamoss. It takes a certain skill to bleach it right, to know how much to bleach it, how much sun it needs, and then to put it on the drying table, to make sure it doesn't burn, to make sure, you know what I mean, it doesn't get too much sun, and that because you're constantly flipping the Seamoss from one side to the other as you dry it out. You know, and don't even get me started on the colored Seamoss, like the purple and the stuff. You know, the real reason why you're paying more for the colored Seamoss is basically because they charge us more, and they charge us more not because it's better Seamoss, because it costs more to produce, right? And so I want to make it clear to people so that they understand. Yes, there is the idea or perception that the Seamoss is better, but that's not why it's priced more. It's just, it costs more to produce. That's the simple fact. Hey, what's up, Mineral Ross? And also Juju and for some fit, I don't know. Welcome to those who just recently joined. And let me know if you guys have any questions. I can't stay on here for too much longer because I actually have to get ready. I got a big, busy day today. I got to meet a Seamoss farmer in the morning, the next hour or so. And then I got to go down to the bank and got to do some, like, I don't know, bank meeting. I hate the banks down here. And, yeah, and then we're going to meet up with Raul. I think I started talking about Raul earlier. Raul is like a talented chef in St Lucia. And also France. She's French. And we're going to look at making some Seamoss recipes with him and some different ways that we can use Seamoss. And we're trying to get him into doing some YouTube videos because, you know, he's very passionate and cares about Seamoss, and he does a lot of research on it. And, like, he's actually putting some research together. We're going to talk to him about it today, about the different colors in the Seamoss and how those affect everybody. And, you know, how the you know, like what kind of nutrients are really in the purple or believed in the purple, and what's in the green, and what's in, you know. Just want to get a shout out to Healthy Vibes, just joined. He's another good gel maker. You know what I mean? I love that all these gel makers are coming to the market, and you know, I think it's important to really highlight the really good gel makers, because you know, I don't want to like bring negativity in the world. You know what I mean? So to me, I feel like if you highlight the really good gel makers, then the ones that are not so good can look, have something that they can see easily, that they say, okay, this is what I need to aspire to, you know what I mean, or this is what I need to get to, like I want to do it like this person. And so, and that's something I want to add to those people that are worried about you being copied. Like, listen, people are going to copy people. I mean, China's been doing it for years, you know what I mean? And they're masters at copying things. The idea in my mind is not to be worried about you being copied, but to be able to all help, and like to be able to be innovative and continue, you know, perfecting your craft. And that's how you stay ahead of the game. You know what I mean? I've always believed it, and Gary Vee confirmed it. Like, stop wasting your time worrying about people copying what you do. The fact that they're copying you shows you that what you're doing is right? But keep moving and pushing and do better. You know what I mean? Improve that stuff. Come out with a new formula, a new way of doing something. You know what I mean? You already know how to do it good one way. There's got to be a better way that you know how to do it. So don't let these people get you down and sort of like, oh, this guy's copying me. Yeah, there's so much room in this Seamoss space. It's ridiculous. Like, really, truly, I look at it like from like the bird's eye view looking up. There's just so much, you know, and then there's a demographic or a price point or a market point for everybody. You know what I mean? There's people that want gel. There's people that want to make gel. There's people that, you know, want to ship it wholesale. There's people that just want to do it, you know, little bit by little bit. Like, you know, it's, you know, it's about how you fit in your space and how you relate to others around you that I feel is important. You know, and if you're a good gel maker, you got to show it off and let people know so that other gel makers can be better. And you know, you shouldn't be worried about whether or not they're going to take your sales and stuff. You know what? If you're a good gel maker and you work hard and you do, you should not be worried about your sales or people taking your sales. Because if that person's going to go because your product is cheaper and they can't see the value of what you're pushing, then you know what I mean? They weren't really your customer in the begin with, you know? Focus on those that are already buying your product and treat them right so that they stick around, and they will tell their friends who are like-minded, you know what I mean? And you know, it's like that soap commercial, you know, and she told two friends, and she told two friends, and so on, right? So that's my talk. I always feel like I'm like gabbing and like, you know, nah, just ranting about stuff. I can't wait to do some videos with like collaborations with other people, because I feel like I love that back and forth conversation where someone's like, I'm saying something and they're responding to it. You know, I think it's great communication. Yeah, man, it's important to educate the world, and even educate them on somehow on how you make your Seamoss. You know what I mean? Like, what makes your Seamoss, the way you produce your Seamoss, good, you know? And like I was saying before, don't even be afraid to put out your recipe. Like, you know, there's a couple times where we had discussions about like, well, should we release this or should we show people? Yes, man, just do it. Because those people that are going to do it are going to do it regardless. Like, I always say to people, you want to come down to St Lucia? Come down to St Lucia, because the reality is, look, if you don't come through me, you're going to come through someone else. So why would I block you? Do you know what I mean? Why am I going to stop the journey that you want to go? Let you come and see what it is for yourself, you know? And you know, if you can come in and do amazing and even do better than me, then that's a blessing. That I was there to kind of help you out to get to that point. You know, the universe will see that in me, and I don't want to say I will be rewarded, but you know what I mean? it's just a way to live a kind, comfortable life, in my opinion. That's it. Like, I don't like looking over my shoulders and wondering where the next attack is coming from, you know? Oh, my dad's listening to Dubois now. I can hear the Creole music. Why? Yeah, I'm really glad you guys came in here. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people do good things and they don't get any sort of recognition for what they do. You know what I mean? And it sucks when I see people are being good and they usually, get treated wrong and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's nice to hear when people acknowledge something that you care about and you're passionate about, and they let give you good feedback. So thank you. I'm really disappointed that I don't want to speak and say like it is, but the app crashed earlier, and we were talking so much good stuff. There was so much good, like, I don't know, things that we talked about, good information. I hope it's saved somehow. I know one of the guys saved it, but I don't know if he saved the whole thing or up into that point. Yeah. Me too, but I really enjoyed that event, and I want to thank you for kind of like taking the not leap of faith, but you know what I mean, taking the initiative to kind of reach out to me and have that conversation. I felt I got a lot of kudos too. A lot of my close friends were like, hitting me up and being like, "Oh, that's you, dude? That's you talking about Seamoss?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." And they're like, yes, big up, Papa. You know what I mean? So it felt good. And then that's where I've come up with this idea. I don't know if you heard me go on it earlier, but I want to make time to basically interview and highlight different Seamoss farmers, right? Or it's not Seamoss farmers, Seamoss gel makers. And I want to be able to, share with them, like do a live stream where we have a conversation and, get them have a bunch of questions prepared, maybe get them, like, let their group know, like, we're going to do it at this time and, bring your questions and stuff and really sort of push the boundaries or push the limits of what we can do. Yes, Rick, I know you were signed in, but you left and then you came back. So I figured you wanted to, I don't know. I saw it as a good opportunity to talk about it again, so I took it. The marketer, you know what I mean? We got to let people know that this is what we're doing, you know what I mean? I got to spread the word at every opportunity, right? So that everybody knows. And then because what I want to happen is, like, we just start doing these videos and then some people get salty because they're like, "Whoa, I never knew about this, and why didn't no one tell me that this was going to, I would have liked to produce, be a part of this." So it's it's open to everybody, and I'm gonna keep dropping it every time I'm doing a live stream to just invite people to come in and connect with me, and I'm gonna share the gift that I got, which is to be here in St Lucia and share the experience with everybody of what I'm doing. Yes. The sun is so beautiful. And I'm wondering if anybody wants to see the sunset. Because the sunrise is great. The sunset is, both of them are just equally, like, beautiful. Especially on the right days. Like, today the sun was a little bit slow starting. But, like, it's really picked up. And the weather's good. I was really concerned that it might rain too much. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, yes, it is beautiful. Pink baby elephant. Thank you for coming and checking our page out and experiencing the sunrise. So any of you guys have any questions you want to ask about Seamoss or Seamoss farming or the processing of Seamoss, let me know. I'll do my best to try and answer it. Or even just see St. Lucia as a country. I think there's this video that I watched yesterday. I'm going to see if there's a way to share it on our page. And it basically goes into like the history and the culture and the some facts about St. Lucia. Although my partner Ashton, like when he saw the video, he was just shaking his head like, "Oh, this is all wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. This is all misinformation." So funny. These St. Lucians are so proud of their country, and they have so much pride, and you know what I mean. Like it's something that I really like respect, you know, and I appreciate, you know, to see them how much love they have for who they are and just their culture. And, you know, I think one of the things I want to start trying to do is highlighting more, you know, not just talking about Seamoss, but doing some videos around the island where I can highlight and show the St. Lucian culture, you know, and just how we live our lives here. Because I think it's really, really beautiful. And I love it. Like, I'm in love with St. Lucia, and I see why so many St. Lucians are in love with their country, because it is so beautiful. There's so much like just like pristine nature, you know what I mean, just so much green, and you know, like I'll just take you up a bit here. I mean, just look at this. It's just green all around, you know. It's been raining a lot lately, so there's a lot of foliage or just green stuff, you know. You have to come to St. Lucia, man. I mean, Jamaica's beautiful. I'm not going to we're building a wall here, my dad. That's just all new. It used to be the fence here. So that's why that pile of sand's there. We can get rid of it when it's done. But yeah, Jamaica's so beautiful too. You know what I mean? Like all the islands, you know what I mean, for the most part are gorgeous, you know, and they all have their own little character and culture, and you know what I mean, which I think is amazing. I think one of the things I want to try to do with Ashton in the future is start like taking trips to other countries or other islands in the Caribbean and seeing how they make their Seamoss and how they produce it, and maybe share how we're doing it here. You know, a lot of people don't realize, but St. Lucia, one of the reasons I believe that St. Lucia has some of the best Seamoss is because we've been doing it for the longest, right? St. Lucia's was the first, island hop would be sick. And I think it would be cool to document it. But getting back to what I was saying, St. Lucia is we were the original people to cultivate Seamoss commercially back in the 70s. And so for the most part in the past, people would just, you know, the Seamoss would wash up on shore, they would die for it and stuff. But, you know, we worked on, I guess, from what I was told, we worked on the techniques and the sort of like the technology to be able to put it on the lines and cultivate it like that. And then we spread it out to all the other communities of the other islands so that they can understand how to farm the Seamoss. But let me know if you guys have any quick questions and stuff. I'm going to stay on here for maybe about 5 minutes more. I got to try and get ready to meet some people. I have some more, like I have a 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, definitely we'll stay in touch. Healthy vibes. We gotta do some more collaborations. I enjoyed the collaboration. My dad was so proud of the video and stuff like that, and you know, he was like, you know, I really respect how you know, the information and things you were doing and stuff like that. So, you know, thank you. If there was one good thing that came out of that, I mean, there was a lot of good things, but the one thing that I recognize and appreciate was just the recognition that I would get from my father. You know what I mean? Because I love that guy. We fight sometimes, we get angry at each other, but you know what I mean? I love him. I want to see him live forever. Yes, much love. And much love, and I wish you all the best in your business. I hope you sell a lot of Seamoss today. It looks blurry for some reason. Is it me or? Does anybody else notice that the video seems a little blurry? I wonder if it's like, no, maybe it's just this iPad. I'm gonna have to get like a better, I need to get it like a tripod. Well, time's running, and I don't see any more questions, and so I'm going to sort of slow it down here, and I'm going to try and do this maybe twice a week or something. What's today? Thursday? Let me see. It's either Thursday or Friday. Hang on here. Let me get to my watch. Friday. So maybe I'll try and do these like Mondays and Fridays or something like that, where I'll come in the mornings. And, you know, I want to do it not every day, but I want to try and do this like every couple days and just pick the days so that people know that this is when I'm going to be up and doing a live stream and share the sunset and the energy. Because, you know, it is spectacular to watch the sunrise, and even just as much spectacular to watch it set. It's beautiful. So thanks guys for coming in here and talking with me and just, you know, connecting with me in St. Lucia. I wish you guys businesses all the best and that you sell a lot of product. And until then, let's talk. And if you guys ever want to do a collaboration or any kind of video live stream, you know, together, let me know. I'm open for it. Take care and have a blessed day. This is Julien Jean-Pierre from St Lucian Seamoss Company. You can always check us out at www.stlucianseamoss.co. All right? Take care. Bye.